Of Orange Nation. As promised, we're going to take a break from the basketball talk to bring on Regy Thorpe, the new head coach of the SU women's lacrosse program. Regy, it's great to have you on. How you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. Thanks for having me.
And I guess let's just start with, first and foremost, your emotions, getting ready to kick this off, right? Back at your alma mater, head coach of the women's program now, you're the guy in charge. What does this mean to you? What does this place mean to you? And how excited are you to get this thing going?
Just super pumped to be back at Syracuse and having a great staff and team to work with, and the players and the family, and to be back in the community and opening up a week from today against Maryland. So we're pumped on our end, excited to get going.
Regy, the physical makeup of your team this year, what are we going to see out of a Syracuse women's lacrosse team that we might not have seen over the last couple of years under Kayla Trainer?
I think it's, Syracuse lacrosse. We want to get up. We want to run, running, 2 to 3 lines of middies and getting after teams defensively. Offensively, sharing the ball and play fast when we can.
You talk about Syracuse lacrosse. The schedule is certainly Syracuse lacrosse, right? First 3 games, all against top 7 opponents in the country. And we've gotten used to this since Gary Gait was the head coach of the women's program, that, year in and year out, Syracuse tends to play the toughest teams in the country. It seems like you've got that same philosophy. Can you speak to, I guess, your philosophy in terms of scheduling and playing as difficult a regular season as possible?
Yeah, we certainly, it's a great challenge for us. The ACC sets the schedule, so those first, we open up with Maryland out of conference, then we go ACC, UNC, and then Stanford. So it's a little out of our hands, but it's the way it felt. But our kids are excited about the challenge and excited for the opportunity.
Steve talked about Gary a little bit there. What's it been like being back around him and bouncing ideas, so to say, between you guys?
It's been fun. It was a great 10 years working with Gary and our women's program, and it's been awesome to see what he's done with the men's program the last few years, and I'm excited to watch them, hopefully take the next step in their program. But it's been great just, collaborating and helping each other out, and it's been fun and some good laughs, and, certainly a great person to bounce ideas off of.
Can you talk about your journey a little bit from, playing at Jordan Elbridge and, working your way through Herkimer into Syracuse as a player, and now, coming back again after, working with Gary and now being the head coach here? Just kind of start to finish, this game's opened up a lot of doors for you, and what a journey it's been.
Yeah, from Jordan Elbridge High School, like you said, but the community's great. Had an opportunity, to go to Syracuse, need a little extra work in the classroom, so went to Herkimer and was very fortunate to play for Hall of Fame coach Paul Wareham, who molded me as a player, as a student, on and off the field, and then helped me get to live my dream to play 21 minutes from my house and in the Dome. So, but then to come back, coaching here has been unbelievable. Family super excited, the community super excited, and we hope to put a good product on the field.
How did that time away from being here kind of shape who you are?
Yeah, I think just, develop it. I think as myself as a coach, 10 years here with Gary, the last 4 years with Coach Mandy O'Leary at the University of Florida, 2 different coaches, but 2 highly successful. They're both one of the Hall of Fame, on the women's coaching side. So to work for 2 Hall of Fame coaches was great, and just to mentor different perspectives and different things you pick up. And then it's been great to put my own, twists and ideas on things, but fortunate to have those 2 good mentors, especially the last 4 years, and then coming back to Syracuse.
The preseason polls were released recently. Your team checks in at number 11. Do you like that it's not a top 5 preseason ranking that you got, that maybe you and your players can head into the season with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder?
I think we don't know what we're going to get with this team. It's a great group. They've been doing well, really adjusting to our principles and our systems with Coach Kaylin, Coach Maggie, and Coach Nicole. And you never know. Each year is different to different. Sometimes you return a ton of players and you don't have the season you want. Sometimes you got some new faces, and so it's been good. We got some kids with some good experience, and then some kids ready to take the next step. So we're just excited. Preseason's preseason. I mean, they're forecasting on how you're going to do this year, but certainly we'll have a little chip on our shoulder. But we got something to prove, and we got to earn everything.
How much are you going to rely on the Emma Munchnicks and the Caroline Trinkuses and so on to kind of help you through this first month of the season with the new team?
Yeah, I think Emma and Trink are two, very high level players, but I also think we got a lot of kids who got some good experience last year, and I think are ready to take the next step. And I do think from game to game, you might see 2 or 3 different players stepping up each game, along with Emma and Caroline. So I think it's certainly going to be by committee on the offensive end, and real excited about that. And the kids have been sharing the ball in preseason, and hopefully we can put it together next Friday.
One player that the program lost is Emma Ward. She's out of eligibility from what I understand, still on campus, still around, still finishing up her degree, still around the team. I mean, what's it been like? I guess having her around and kind of bridging the gap maybe with some of the returning players, and you coming back here as a first year head coach. How important has she been as this season's about to get started?
It's been awesome. I actually recruited Emma and never got a chance to coach her. Was gone by then, but it's been great. She's working in a manager role for us. Finishing up her master's degree. It's been great to have her around. She's been a great extra hand for us to assist in things, and she's been great with the players. She got a great coach's eye. But it's been great for her. She's helping us just some of the manager roles with the film and scout and assisting in some drills in there. So it's been great to have her around. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been great spending time with her.
We're running a little short here on time, Coach, but just do you have any sort of message for the fans? What can they expect in terms of style of play and in terms of coming out and supporting you and the team here as you get things started? Any sort of final message you want to share?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to put a great product on the field. I think it's a gritty bunch. I mean, they're not going to quit. This group is really hardworking, blue collar, really embraces that Syracuse toughness, and we're excited to showcase and get people in the stands and put a good product on the field for the fans.
All right. Well, we cannot wait for this season to get started. Regy, great to have you back on campus. Congrats again on the job, and good luck as you get things started. I'm sure we'll talk again real soon.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Regy.